everyone. It's time for Twilight Princess Tuesday. Let's get started, shall we? Dane will be taking the night off tonight, so it's just me, Eric, here tonight with y'all today. Well, taking the night off, but it looks like he's in the chat. Hello. We'll be making our way through the Lakebed Temple today, and also the Wolflink stuff right before that. Yeah. Alright. Last time we ended up with me just getting to the top of this area, get some more hearts, so I'm gonna bite grass until it decides to heal me. Dig for it. There we go, back to full health. That is not a bridge currently. Where to now? I know my general goal at the moment is to find the Light Spirit. As for where the Light Spirit is, that is a very good question. I'll look around. He'll show up. I hope. Oh yeah, Zora's Domain. Here we go. I think I gotta thaw this place out. It's not very polar of polar bits, but it is what it is, right guys? I like water levels. They have good music. Down here. I'm gonna bite you. There we go. Get bit, bat. Love those little platforming sections. And here's another one. Oops. It's a good thing I love these platforming sections, because I gotta try that again. I still maintain that the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time has a bad rep because of system mechanics on the 64 version. It's not actually a poorly designed dungeon. Okay. Alright. There's gotta be a limited number of icicles that can fall down on me while I'm trying to climb up, right? Minish Cap's Lake Temple is definitely both water and ice. Hey, Lester Lee, welcome to the chat. Oh. Well, no, that one was just on me. That wasn't even the icicle that time. Go. Try to get back up here again. Second time's the charm, right? That this is third or fourth, maybe? Like I said, stream's just getting started. Yeah, also the 3DS versions of the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask games do look really good. But also the fact that the iron boots and hover boots are equipable items, just like the other stuff, as opposed to having to pause the game every time you want to equip or unequip them, makes them a lot more bearable to use. That is my biggest issue with the 64 version of the Water Temple. Gonna get this bat. Maybe. There we go. First try. Minish Cap soundtrack in general is kind of peak. It's got that crust that only GBA soundtracks really have. Like the Pokemon Gen 3 games. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. Or hear it, I guess. Kill this guy first. Hello, please die. Thank you. Ooh, nice. Where are you at in Twilight Princess right now, Gold Skulltula? Minish Cap in general is kind of peak. Whenever Twilight Princess finishes on this channel, I will put a poll in the Discord server to let people vote on what the next Zelda will be. Ooh, there's all the Zoras. Very Frozen. What is this? A hit 2012 Disney movie? Have you heard the Zelda reorchestrated version of the soundtrack? I don't know if that's still a thing that's on the internet, but I remember listening to that a lot when I was a lot younger. Okay. So I believe what I've got to do is I'm going to go back over into this room. So I have a portal, right? And then I'll warp over Death Mountain where I saw that big rock in front of the volcano there. Over here, probably, I think it is. And I should, if this is, yeah, right here. Warp this back to the Zora's domain and thaw it out. Right up here. That should get the water flow in, which should give me access to the rest of Lake Hylia. There we go. Yoink. How strong is Midna? We've been talking a lot about Link's sheer feats of strength so far on this stream, but, like, Midna pulled that giant boulder, the giant, like, molten hot still boulder out of the ground like it was nothing. That's impressive. Go. And now I should be able to get to the Light Spirit by the lake. I think it's in a cave down there somewhere. Go talk to it, get the Vessel of Light, get the Tears of Light, and then I think I have to do Castletown stuff, maybe. Bit of a process, but it's going to be a longer stream tonight. We're not going to be playing multiple games tonight, just Twilight Princess. Yep, Zelda Reorchestrated is excellent. Nice to see it is still something that you can find on the internet there. The postman here is a spirit, because I know he's here in person. Ah, okay. Who's talking to me? Ah, the ghost. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Hope that was not too loud for y'all. Apologies, headphones users. Thank you, thank you. Yep. Zora Armor is the quest after the Tears of Light. I think I can just ride the waterfall down there, maybe. Should be pretty fast, I hope. Is it just going to cutscene me into that? I think that's what's about to happen. This place cooled off remarkably quickly. Hey, Baron Bird, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. We're just working on progressing to the Lakebed Temple. Dane's taking the night off from streaming tonight, even though he's still here in the chat. I can't ask him to stream with me every single night of the week, you know? As the PolarbitsGaming manager, I like to give my employees some time off occasionally. It's a sign. Ouch. Being a wolf does not stop my endless bonking into stuff. You're great watching The Substance because you're home alone for the next 2 nights? Hang out here with us on the stream, and it'll be like you're a little less alone, maybe. Okay. Okay. There's 3 of them, and I need to kill 1 of them and then 2. Die. Thank you. Yeah, you're an enjoyer of the Lakebed Temple, right, Dane? There we go. Defeated and new warp point. I really like the animation of the Twilight portals appearing. I find it very appealing. Over here. I can't climb a ladder. Can I? Yeah, no, I can't. I do not have opposable thumbs currently. Not grip the rungs. That said, I've seen a cat climb a ladder. In my old apartment, Hana the cat would climb up the ladder to the loft where I would sleep and yell at me because she likes to yell kind of constantly. I'll show Cat on stream at some point tonight too. Map. Zoom in. Around here somewhere, right? I think. It's a cave, I'm pretty sure. So. Go up here. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, there we go. Something I'm not thrilled... Oh, it's just in here. Okay. I read the sign, but obviously I did not learn anything from that sign. Try to talk to it instead of just jumping in its water pool. Sorry about the wet dog smell, dude. Time for a bug hunt. I think some of the best horror media is the most thought-provoking stuff. Maybe the real evil was inside us all along, you know? Something like that. When was Hyrule Historia declared non-canon? I haven't heard anything about that. Bug. Get back here, bug. Bug you. There we go. There we go. Another bug over here. This way. Not stoked about the bug boss fight. Where is the bug? There it is. And I didn't even fall in the water. Should be 2 more bugs down here. And I think the bug boss is the last one here, right? Does that sound right to y'all? Not this way. Definitely not that way. There are some games that the ridges on the nunchucks control stick help with. This is not necessarily one of them. Hey, Cold Courier, welcome to the stream. It's Twilight Princess Tuesday in here tonight. And we're going to be making a lot of progress, if I can get out of the water, at least. Over here, maybe? Yeah, okay. Cool. Do you guys want to do another channel points gamble? Save up for that 1 million channel points reward if you win, maybe? Twilight Princess Tuesday? You make a good point, maybe. Nintendo declared non-canon when Tears of the Kingdom came out for Hyrule Storia? Wow. That is... I don't love Tears of the Kingdom. And I don't love the lore implications of Hyrule Storia being decanonized either. Love that book. I got it like when it first came out in the States. Alright, let me set up a little channel point gamble while I try to find the bug. There we go. It does say more about Tears of the Kingdom than the entire timeline, yeah. I think they should call Tears of the Kingdom non-canon, considering, like, it acts like even Breath of the Wild isn't canon. What is up with that? Tears of the Kingdom is, I'm going to call it a fanfic now, an official fanfic. I hope the next Zelda is better. But honestly, Echoes of Wisdom did not give me hope for that. I didn't even finish Echoes of Wisdom. I think I got to like one of the last dungeons and I got so bored that I dropped it and haven't picked it back up yet. It had some cool ideas, but it ran into the same issue that I had with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom both, where letting players approach a puzzle from any solution means that it's not a puzzle, it's just an obstacle. What's that over there? It's just a normal bug, I'm sure, right? Sorry, I gotta get the rupees every time I see them. Oh, it's not the bug boss. I thought it was going to be the bug boss. Okay. I think now I need to go up the area. Flying minigame. Yeah. I like puzzles. one of my favorite game series that's like kind of obscure is Professor Layton. Very big fan of those. And they're puzzle games. And I like feeling intellectually challenged and stimulated by puzzles. When I can just make a hover bike to get anywhere, or just summon a bunch of beds to solve any puzzle, that's not a puzzle anymore. That is just a platforming challenge at best. I miss when Zelda games were puzzle games. And it kind of sucks that it seems like we're not going to get back to the point in the series again. Don't love it. Okay, this is just motion controls. Some stuff lets me use the stick instead of motion controls, but this is not that. Oh, I have to get bugs in here too. Bonk. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's try that again. I am hoping I'm not stuck on this section for a long time, but we'll see. You know what's funny? PolarbitsGaming. We have great jokes here. Yeah, the first half of Echoes of Wisdom was pretty decent, but, like, you just get too powerful. Oh my god. I'm glad Nintendo has ended their obsession with calling everything new, you know? One of the dumbest names I've ever seen for a game system was the new Nintendo 3DS XL. That's too many words. Like, that's going to confuse your average consumer who doesn't know the difference between different models. Okay. Alright, I can do this probably. Maybe. Hopefully. I'll check a look at chat in a second, but I need to lock in for this part so I'm not stuck here for an absurd amount of time. I have never done this section with motion controls before because this is my first playthrough of the Wii version. So I am trying to get used to it, but it's a little finicky. Seems like he just kind of follows the pointer. So it doesn't quite work the same as the Loftwing from Skyward Sword, which is how I was initially trying to approach it. But that seems to not be what I need to do here. Okay. Almost there. Just gotta avoid getting bonked again. Okay. Woo. Never thought too hard about the new Super Mario Bros. Title because your dad used to play the NES Mario game, saw you play in New Super Mario Bros. U and asked, oh, is this like the old games but new? But yeah, no, that is exactly what it is. I'm going to be honest, I don't hate the new Super Mario Bros. Series like some people do. I think New Super Mario U is pretty decent, actually. And one of the stronger ones in the series. It just... people were done with the series by that point. They had fatigue from it and did not continue giving them the time of day. And it was a Wii U game. It was definitely part of the marketing, especially for the first DS one, because they hadn't made an original 2D Mario platformer since the Super Nintendo. Which is kind of wild to think about. Like, even the Game Boy Advance only had, like, ports. And the Mario Land series on the original Game Boy turned into Wario Land after the second title, which I'm not complaining. I like Wario Land. Tomorrow's going to be Wario Land Wednesday. We're going to play through all of Wario Land 4 on stream. It's going to be fun. Maybe some WarioWare if we still have stuff to go afterwards. Howling time. A woo. This is my solution to find out where the notes are. Here we go. I've been playing through the first new Super Mario Brothers one on the DS. I picked up a physical copy of it a while ago. Although the main thing I've been doing on DS is new Super Mario, or Pokemon Platinum. I am almost to Victory Road in the Pokemon League, which is going to be fun. Although I've heard that the champion battle is going to be very difficult, to say the least. My first 2D Mario was Super Mario World, actually. My parents had a Super Nintendo, and they had Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, and Q*bert 3, of all things. And then we also got Super Mario Kart that I used to play with my dad, like, every weekend, which was a lot of fun. A lot of people have a soft spot for Super Mario 64, but do not care for Super Mario Kart. I have the opposite one, because I actually played Super Mario Kart as a kid, but not Mario Kart 64. And honestly, both of them are clunky games, especially compared to the modern ones in the series, but Super Mario Kart was at least really fun to 5-year-old me. Also, speaking of Mario Kart, you guys excited for Mario Kart Thursday? On themed week here on PolarbitsGaming. There are PC versions, especially now that the source code is out for Mario 64, that make the controls a lot more bearable. Also, the 64 version controls a lot better than the DS one, at least. The DS one has a weird thing where Mario doesn't just, like, instantly turn around. He has to, like, do a slow loop around, kind of like that. You have not played a lot of Mario Kart DX lately? Interesting. You still gonna play with us on stream? Mario on NES is one of the few decent NES games that, like, is still worth playing in this day and age. Most NES stuff has aged like milk, though. Where's Bug? Where's Bug? Hold on. I gotta find where Bug is. Nice. It's like I see it on the map. I see the little white blip that indicates there's Bug. But I don't actually see Bug. It's not in the water. Okay. Oh, Lost Levels is rough. I think the Super Mario Bros. 2 that we got in the States is way better. Ah, good old bedtime philosophy. I know that feeling all too well. I think that, like, some games are annoyingly difficult enough to the point where you're better off not playing them. Maybe for content, but, like, most people are not content creators and should not force themselves to have a bad time with something they don't really enjoy. Because at the end of the day, we play games for fun. That is the reason you should be playing games. Unless, like, you're doing esports or content creation, but also, I won't really be playing a ton of games that aren't fun for this. Probably. I don't know. I might do trend chasing at some point if channel growth plateaus at some point, but we're not there yet. I was up until, like, almost 6 a.m. last night, working on editing stream footage for YouTube. Also, subscribe to @PolarbitsGaming on YouTube. Shameless plug. Who up contemplating the princess right now? that anything? Yeah. Well, I've been treating the stream as a job so far. Again, I'm going live 6 nights a week. I am working on editing content for other platforms to promote the stream when I'm not streaming or working my actual job that pays me, you know? So I do treat it like a job, but a job that I really like, and I would like to make my only job at some point. This has made me feel creatively fulfilled in a way that I haven't in a really long time. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to be here playing games for y'all, you know? I got to keep working at it and promoting. And it is work. I'm not going to act like it's not work, because it is. But it's work that I love doing, you know? Ooh, thank you, Dane, for the link. Yeah, we posted a edited version of that fight with the fish monster that was bugged last night in Monster Hunter Wilds. That we got stuck on for like an hour. It was not the most fun time for Dane and I, but like, it makes good content. Okay. Does anybody in chat know where this bug is that I'm seeing on the map? Will the sign tell me? No, I didn't think so. I do not like most jobs that I've had. My main income source right now is actually I drive for DoorDash because I get to make my own schedule, and that's important to me. And it works out well because it means I can be here streaming when I want to be and when people would be around to watch or participate. And the pay is pretty decent too. Much like streaming so far, DoorDash feels like something that I get out of it what I put into it, which is something that I can't say about all jobs that I've had. Especially like retail stuff. I will go insane if I have to work retail again, I think. I would want to be a teacher. I think teaching would be one of the only like jobs that isn't like entertainment stuff that I would really enjoy. I like working with kids. I did that at my last job up in Alaska. I ran the Pokemon group at our local hobby store. And that was a lot of working with kids. And kids are cool. Kids are smart. But being a teacher does not pay. You know, you're not going to really make a decent living as a teacher, which sucks. Because teachers are some of the most important people in our society. All right. Dane, if you are around, I need your help for a sec. I am so lost about what I need to do here. Last summer, I actually got a job as an insurance salesman for like a month, and I wanted to die, like actively. I think that is the worst job I've ever had. Hello. Can you pull up a walkthrough for me, please?
On it.
Would you like to say hi to the stream?
What's good, guys?
Yeah, he's still here. Still in the same apartment as me. We are roommates. He's just doing other stuff tonight. Baron Burr says hi.
Hey.
I modified the webcam a little bit because it's just me.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah.
You're very well framed and in a good corner, and
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I took inspiration from Germa's webcam setup for it.
it works.
Yeah.
Right, walk through.
Yes, please. It says there is a bug here. Oh, wait, hold on. Do I just have to talk to this person? Yeah, so I brought you in here, and then the moment you came in, I figured out what I needed to do. Thank you. You know, it's like when you're a kid and you're trying to find something, and you cannot find it for the life of you. You ask your mom, and then she, like, looks and finds it within a split second like that.
If it makes you feel any better. I do remember getting stuck on that exact same thing my very first playthrough.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
not
my
obvious.
point
You
is,
search
thanks,
flipping
Mom.
everywhere. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, though, for real.
Totally. So that totally works.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you to revisit her.
Oh, yeah. I will do the boating minigame at least once or twice.
I'm watching for when you get to the bug because I want to see you fight it.
Yeah, I expect to lose. I don't do well at that fight.
Do fine.
I'm gonna try.
It'll be hilarious.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, if I play poorly, at least it's content, right?
So I am hearing you a bit delayed, but, like, call me out if you ever need me to come on it.
Yep. Thank you much. Alright. I think I should be able to see the locations of the rest of the bugs on the map. It might just be the bug boss. Let's find out. Oh, okay. Now, so there is a bug in Hyrule Castle, I guess. Or Hyrule Castle Town. And Zora's Domain, too. Alright. Let's do Zora's Domain first, I think. Thank you, Midna. Appreciate it. There's bug. Oh, there's multiple bug. Okay. Oh, wait, is this where the bug fight is? Yeah. Ow, rude. Trolls here are a little annoying. You could even say they feel buggy. Yeah, no, that's exactly how that job felt. Like, The Incredibles. It was very realistic. I feel like whoever wrote that scene had a job in insurance before. My boss was also not a good person. She asked me to, like, do stuff that was straight up illegal. I had to study to get an insurance license. And, like, within the first week of me being there, I was being asked to break rules to get more sales. And I refused to do it. And then I quit the job. And I was happier after that. So, all's well that ends well, right? The One Piece is indeed real. Who is y'all's favorite Straw Hats in chat? I think I know most of the answers already. Baron Burr Sanji, am I right? I am a Frankie enjoyer myself. But also the entire Water 7 Enies Lobby saga is the peak of the series so far for me. I am barely post-time skip. Like, I just started Fishman Island a couple weeks ago. Robin is awesome. Oh. Yeah, waterfall means I can't jump through there anymore. That makes sense. I hear a cat yelling in the hallway. Hey, Dane, if you want to bring her by at some point to show cat on stream, I'm okay with that. Everybody likes when we show cat on stream. It's a highlight of everybody's day, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. Can you guys hear her out in the hallway? Yelling like a little baby?
Like a little baby.
It's time to show cat on stream? You guys are in for a treat. She does. She's such a good baby, too. Aren't you? Yeah, Anna. Yeah. Yeah. They cannot see her. She's gotta be, like, right in front of my face.
How's that?
Now they can see her. Yeah. Hi, Hana. Hi, baby. What a good... Can you give her some treats? Will you give her some treats, please? Okay.
Quite a few. I mean, you're welcome to give her some more. She's
a good cat.
such
The best, maybe, even. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing Cat on stream.
all the cats we could have ended up with. Out of all the personalities, behaviorisms, just cats they are, I think we may have gotten the best cat. So
I straight up know that she's the best cat, actually. Fake Hana fan, maybe? See ya.
good night. I'm gonna.
Yep, see you later. There's a bug up here. Hello, bugs. I want to eat you. You guys ever eaten the bug in real life? I love the cat too, actually. Yeah. Hana is a wonderful little tabby. She's very smart. And sometimes she's a little shit, but we love her nonetheless. Get yoinked. The bug has been yoinked, everybody. Hana likes licking plastic, not chewing it necessarily, but if we have like a plastic shopping bag left out anywhere, she'll just go over it and start vigorously licking it. No chewing, just lick. It's one of her very strange but lovable personality quirks. She also, however, yearns for freedom. She wants to be an outside cat. We think she was a stray at one point, but not known for certain. And we'll take her out for walks sometimes. Just, it's not necessarily the most safe area for an outdoor cat to be. Yeah, she does make chewing sounds near objects. Yeah, just go. And like her mouth will be just not even touching whatever she's chewing at. Okay, can't go down there. That looks like a bug, maybe. Where's the other bug over here? I feel like I'm missing something here, maybe. I don't think I can get up there, right? Just gonna jump and hope for the best. Talk to this guy and see if that gets me anywhere. Nope. Where is that bug? Maybe on that ridge up there, it looks like. Pretty sure she's not a calico. She's got stripes and an M pattern on her forehead. The usual signs of a tabby cat. How do I get over to you? Yeah, you know, like tabby cats have an M-shaped pattern sometimes. Actually, she's upside down Wario with all the shenanigans she gets into. Oh, we could totally put her in a little Wario outfit. She would hate it, but it'd be so cute. Alright, think, yeah, there's the last bug that or not last one, like the one I've been looking for. Is the M for mackerel? Is that the truth of the matter here, maybe? Where bug? There bug, it looks like. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go bite that bug. Get out of here. Hello. Thank you. Ouch. Die. Huh. Alright, now I gotta go to Hyrule Castle Town. Yeah, I don't know much about different cat patterns. I just know some of them are stripy, some of them are spotty, you know? And they're all adorable. That's the other thing I know. Oh, some of them are bald. I don't love bald cats. They look kind of creepy. Little naked guys. This should be the way to the castle town. Think about Pokemon instead. Think about pocket monsters. But not ghost types. Don't think about ghost types. That will defeat the purpose of what you're trying to do here. This way to the castle. I hate how easy it is to knock over enemies as Wolf Link, and then you just have to wait for them to get back up. Yes, think about Rika and Clodsire. Uh-oh, my nunchuck's having a time. Hold on. There we go. My nunchuck has stick drift, apparently, which just means Nintendo has always had that problem, maybe? Or just control sticks fail over time. That's more likely, I think. Like, anytime you pick up a 64 controller these days, it's almost guaranteed to have, like, a wobbly stick. Which, partially design flaw, just partial aging of the, you know, components they use for it. You may play some Pokemon on stream at some point if you guys want to see that. Like, other than just Battle Revolution on Wii. I was thinking about doing a Mystery Dungeon playthrough if people want to see that. Explorers of Sky. That was fast. Oh, you were already in the middle of the playthrough, weren't you, of Legends? I just personally started over recently. And that's another thing I might play on stream, actually, would be Legends Arceus. Depending on how quickly I can get to the Lake Bed Temple tonight, yeah, if I want to keep going afterwards, I would put on some Legends Arceus, I think. Gotcha, okay. And when you say end, do you mean like the post-game or the main campaign? Gotcha. The post-game is also really good and very worth doing. has, in my opinion, one of the best battles in the entire series. Gotta get the bug. And then I should be able to go back to Lake Hylia. And then I fight the bug boss, I believe, right? Does that sound right to people? Stop saying you're going to start it and just start it. It's a good game. Play it. It's actually my favorite Pokemon game, personally. Definitely, like, the most innovative in the series. And I'm excited for Legend CA. I think it looks like it's going to be potentially really, really good. Look. Ha. There we go. Alright. Warp time. Alright. Bug boss time. We'll see if people win their predictions. Wow. No one thinks we're going to lose to it. You guys just might straight up be losing channel points. That would suck, huh? You guys got to try to get to the 1 million reward. It's going to be really funny. If anybody ever actually redeems that on stream. I will do it, too. Cool. It's going to be funny. Dane does know what it is, but I'm counting on expecting him to forget it between now and when that happens. Alright, bug boss time. I gotta lock in. I don't want to lose your guys' your channel points, but I have struggled with this guy before. And now I have to use Waggle. Because Wii Remote. It's so gross. It's so wiggly. I don't like it. Leave me alone, you freak. I also have to remember how to fight it. Ow. Okay. I bite the bug. Yum. Delicious. Bug juice. My favorite flavor of juice, I guess. Get out of here, man. Hey, what is this? Monster Hunter? I gotta remember that I can't just use my charge field to attack it, I think. Ow. You didn't even touch me, man. Get out of here with that. Just, like, went through this platform. Just phased through it. Yum yum. Bug flavor. Sleepovers are fun. Hey Dane, do you want to do a sleepover sometime? Oh, now I do the charge attack, right? Yeah, okay. Was that it? Oh, that was way easier than I remember. Okay. Thank you guys for believing in me. You know, you could always invite your friend to watch the stream, too. Time to be a human again. And we've got an ad break starting in about 50 seconds. And I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. We'll be right back after these messages. Hello, I'm back. Baron Burr, if you want to draw something, I mean, Larry, Pokemon exists. I'm a pretty big fan of him. Also, I have an idea for our first kind of event stream once we get a few more subs. As you guys can see on the camera, my hair is getting pretty long. And I'm going to do what I'm going to call the haircut stream, where I just get a haircut on stream. No one's really done that before, I don't think, and I think it'd be interesting to see. We'll see what happens with that. But definitely considering it. You know, we should be friends. That's a really good idea you've had there. If you draw Larry doing like a facepalm, I could make that a channel emote. That could be fun. Also, reminder, we do have one custom emote already. Homer Chew, the official mascot of Polar Bits. Ooh, time for the cutscene. I like this cutscene. I like how it starts out seeming like it's just going to be a retelling of Ocarina of Time's cutscene where they explain the origins of Hyrule. And then it gets weird. Stabbing time. A really bad trip is a really good way to describe that, yeah. That's accurate. To some degree, I think it's kind of a bummer they don't really use Dark Link in the game outside of this, because his design here is so cool. Look at him. And then to look at the fused Shadow helmet. Makes you wonder what's going on with Midna, too. That cat is yelling. Holy cow. Can you guys hear the cat? Because, I mean, I certainly can. Goodness gracious. I think Dark Link is also just generally underutilized. That's one of the few things I really like about Four Swords Adventures is Dark Link is there, or Shadow Link. Either way, like, same general idea. Let me get creepy laughing. Just like, whoa, what did I just see? What was that? It's like, yeah. Yeah, it's a fair reaction. It's pretty messed up. Yeah. Four Swords Adventures is excellent. I just wish it was easier to play with people. Because so many people have played, like, just Four Swords, you know? Especially because they released it on DSiWare for free for the 25th anniversary. But, like, Four Swords Adventures is stuck on GameCube, which is a bummer, because it's neat. I think it's the best Zelda multiplayer has been, actually. Alright. Time for the Lakebed Temple, right? There's nothing else I need first. Oh, it's over there, isn't it? Okay. Wow, the oxygen goes down quickly. I was gonna try to go down there for the bit, but, like, I'm not even gonna bother doing that. GameCube games are way too expensive, yeah. I still want to get it and play it on stream at some point, especially because multiplayer. Uh-oh, we got another bot comment in chat. Mods, ban that guy! GameCube prices have at least started to go down, which is nice. Outside of, like, the Pokemons, they have gotten lower, which is good. Especially compared to where they were in 2020. Alright, give me advice, Midna. There we go. Banning the bot comment. Because I don't want bots. And I'm not going to buy viewers. I don't understand why anyone would do that. Part of the reason I love streaming is because I like being the center of attention. I'm going to be honest. I'm an extrovert. I thrive on that. And also, like, I've been at this for less than 2 weeks, you know? I'm at affiliate. I don't even need to, like, buy followers, you know? Or viewers or whatever. Okay, I'll go there later. Cool. Waggle controls. Oh, I hate AI art. It's gross. It lacks soul. That's a good way to describe it. I want to see something made by a human. That's kind of one of the things that makes it art, you know? Otherwise, it's just an image. Art has intention given to it by the creator. And that's a very important factor of art. Yeah, I don't like them either. And, like, there are good ways to use AI, you know, especially for medical stuff. But using it to replace humans for art things especially is not it. I need my lantern. Oh, okay. I am probably going to need a bigger bomb bag for this place, I think. Maybe. Let's find out if I can do it anyway. Yeah, use it to replace CEOs. You know, people who actually don't do anything. Wow, bombs. Is there any way to tell where to go? I think I'd get a piece of heart at the end of this cave, which is worth it. Are these guys called choo-choos in this game? Or they're like gels or something like that. So now there are two types of slime enemies in Zelda. Choo-choo? Okay, cool. Oh, I guess it is like choo-choo jelly when you scoop them up into a bottle, isn't it? I can't do anything about this guy yet. Go away. Leave me alone. I don't want it. Get out of here. Stop. Did not agree to this. I can't even turn into Wolf Link at will yet. Ow. Cool. Oh. Most time. I don't need the iron boots right now. Die. There we go. I like the Twilight Princess caves a lot, though. I miss dungeon design in this series so much. 20 rupees, cool. Oh. Yeah, okay. So whatever treasure I find here, I don't even get to keep the money. But good reason to come back here later, I guess. You definitely do have to return to Lake Hylia multiple points in the game. Treasure. I especially like the ones where they have puzzles. It feels like a good reward for exploring. Crazy that at one point the Zelda series knew how to reward exploration, huh? Isn't that wild to think about? Yeah, forgotten art is a good way to describe it. Okay. I feel like I gotta be getting at least somewhat close to the end of this cave. Is that like an exit right here? It looks like the exit's from Ocarina of Time. I'm gonna not go there right now. Just keep exploring. It has been a long time since I played this, like, pre-2020, I want to say. I don't remember. It's been a while, is the point. Oh, cool. Not money. I'm glad I opened that. Oh, oop. No lantern means I can't really see where I'm going here. That's okay. I didn't fall off. We're okay. Trying to at least somewhat conserve my lantern oil. There's some kind of enemy back here. Something over here, too. And maybe even over here. I am wiggling the nunchuck. There we go. Okay. Motion controls are finicky. I do like them, though. I'm gonna be honest, I really like motion controls in games. It might be the fact that, like, I played the Wii as a kid, you know? We got one close to when they came out, my family did. And I have fond memories of playing with my sister and my parents' Wii Sports, you know? And Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario, and, like, Brawl also, but that doesn't have motion control, so it doesn't really apply to this story. There we go. Yeah, the Wii motion controls were a lot of fun. They worked pretty well, too. Especially for, at the time, how new the technology was. This pose really annoying. That's why Nintendo has reminders to use the wrist straps, because, like, people would just fling their Wii remotes into the TVs when they were playing the Wii Sports stuff. Ow. I don't know why I say ow when I take damage. I'm not the one taking damage. There we go. Dead lizard. And blowing up even more rocks now. Again, I feel like I gotta be getting close somewhat to the end of this, right? Maybe? My soul takes damage? Yeah. I'll add that to my personal belief system. I am getting used to the inventory management here, at least. Ooh, big chest. Give me something good, please. Heart piece, maybe? No, okay. That's... I can't... I don't even get to have that. I don't love the wallet mechanic from older Zeldas. It is like anytime I remember playing a Zelda game, it always bugs me. Like in Minish Cap, for example. Because I like the boomerang, especially in the top-down Zeldas. And it sucks having to, like, wait to get it, because you have to get the wallet upgrade and then grind for even more rupees. But if you could hold more rupees from the beginning of the game, it'd be a lot easier to get it by the time you get back to the castle town after the first dungeon. Ouch. There's a lot of posts in this cave. Is this a piece of heart? Yeah. Also, Skyward Sword's wallet system is definitely an improvement on this one, because your initial starting wallet is not tiny. You can hold more than, like, a dozen rupees. Whereas for most of this playthrough, I have been full on money. Like, every dungeon I go to, I cannot get all the rupees because my wallet is full. I am looking for stuff to spend my rupees on. And, like, it does happen, but there are so many rupees that you have to leave behind just because you are full up on them. The reason I think they're better in Skyward Sword is because... Ow. You have a decent starting amount, and more rupees, once again. Here we go. Can't even have them. Like, I'll pick them back up when I come back here to take out the pose, but for now, it's just not something I love having to deal with. Oh, God, mood, yeah. Like in real life, totally, yeah. Is this rupees? Yep. It's rupees. Almost done exploring this cave. Now, 2 more small areas to check out, and then should be done. There's exit. Not what I need. Says there's a room right here, though. Ah, I didn't even, like, open this one up. There we go. I feel like I remember running out of bombs here in the past, but that might just be because I had water bombs when I came here on my last playthrough. And you're rupees too, right? Yeah, okay. Wow. Rupees. Hooray! Should be able to spend some of them in Castletown, at least. Get some more space before Lakebed Temple. We'll see. I'm gonna try. I don't remember when I get to start paying for the bridge repair, but that is a good way to empty out your wallet between dungeons. And I'll need to get water bombs, too, for the Lakebed Temple. Yeah, just rupees. Not surprising, but I wanted to check. And now I'm 100% full on rupees. Cool. Hyrule Castletown it is, then. I think I gotta take the cannon to get out of here, maybe? Is that the cannon solution? We'll see. Graceful dive. 10 out of 10. Would choose this the Hylian Olympic champion. Let me go to the sky, Mr. Cannon Man. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. I see somebody here in the corner of the screen. And I think it's time, once again. Let me just zoom in here. I didn't do it. Hold on. You guys see Uku there? The Uku fan club, once again. Just found Medda. Nice. Looks like we're both up Twilighting our princess tonight. I was sitting on my leg weird, now my foot's asleep. Repairs. Okay. Time to get launched. off I go to the sky. There we go. And now I should be able to get to the castle town. Yeah. Yup. Cool. This play session is just getting started, is what it seems like, because, again, still not even to Lake Bed Temple. Baron Burr, if you can't sleep tonight, you're gonna have lots of PolarbitsGaming to watch live here on Twitch.tv. Because I am committed to getting as far as I said I would tonight. Okay, where horse? I do at some point get, like, a whistle, right? To call Epona from anywhere. I'm not making that up. I love staying up late hosting PolarbitsGaming, so it sounds like it's working out well for both of us, huh? No, I genuinely have a really fun time doing this. Like I said, taking off Sunday this last week, I really, really wanted to go live anyway. And I think going forward, because again, my goal is to, at some point, turn this into a job for me. We're going to be swapping Sunday and Monday as our day off. Because Sunday typically has higher overall viewers on Twitch, and Monday is a pretty slow day. And I think it's still good for me to take at least one day off a week from doing this. Like, not saying I don't love it, because this is, again, some of the most fun I've had in a very long time. But that is what it is. Yeah. Mondays, am I right? That's what that guy Garfield says, anyway. Garfield the cat. I'm also working on planning out streams for the rest of the month. There's a game coming out on March 27th on Steam called Ina Dream Barbecue, and I'll be playing that on launch day. I'm very excited for it. I've been following it since it got announced a while ago. Based on a really cool series of web animations that I'd recommend checking. Ooh, Backslice. I'd recommend checking them out. And they had the vibe of like an early PC adventure game, and now it's actually going to be a PC adventure game, and I'm very excited to see how it plays. I love that attack. The side roll is so cool. Now, the combat in this game is genuinely excellent. And, like I've said, in my opinion, the best in the Zelda series. There's proper swordplay, defensive moves in addition to offensive moves. Besides just, like, a perfect dodge. Enemies have guards that you'll actually need to break or get around. And I know I harp on Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom a lot, but it is because those games have so many ways to deal massive amounts of damage that you can just kind of cheese pretty much every fight with a good weapon and a flurry rush. But in Twilight Princess and other Zelda games, you have to actually engage in the combat, and it's nice. At some point, there's going to be enough clips of me making or talking shit about Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild to make an entire compilation of that. What happens if I try to go to the castle now? Oh yeah, guards. Okay. Okay, bye. Wonder what what Zelda's up to right now. Take a shot every time I take a shot at Tears of the Kingdom, or every time you do, or Gold Skulltula. I can't officially condone that, because you would die. You're useless to me. Alcohol poisoning. Yeah, that's what would happen to anyone. This is a Tears of the Kingdom hater zone. Also, Dane is not a fan as well. Shout out to Dane. Hey, Frozen Otaku, welcome to the stream. It's Twilight Princess Tuesday. We are up twilighting our princesses. That's the thing that we say here now, I guess. Hydration? Yeah, okay. Tingle! Here's Tingle, everybody. I really, really appreciate that for Twilight Princess's visual design. Characters in general are ugly, and then they did this to Tingle. Like, that's just wonderful. Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm gonna get anything from it, but I'm gonna try. Oop, I fell off. Because again, what else am I gonna do with all these rupees right now? It would help if I could, like, jump accurately, maybe. I've gotten at least 1 point. That's good, right? Ooh, 3 points, maybe. Wow, high score. I wasn't sure of how much I could accomplish without the claw shot. I'm gonna be real, Tingle is always serving. Puppy. Good puppy. I went over here because I'm looking for Telma's bar to continue the story, but also, like, mirrored map. I'm not sure if I'll get used to it. Here we go. I catch it usually at some point. It just takes me a sec. And here she is. Oh. Right in the heart. Cat. Cat sighted. I still haven't actually seen the movie The Substance. I am a little bit of a wimp when it comes to horror media. Like, I picked up the Silent Hill 2 remake when it came out, and I'm still very early on. I like horror, but I'm a wimp. Which is a really fun juxtaposition of personality quirks. Yeah. I made Dane watch It Chapter 1 last Halloween, which I only watched because you showed it to me, and I'm gonna make him watch It Chapter 2 this next Halloween. Spoilers, by the way, Dan, you're gonna watch the second It movie. It is a fun combo, though, like, unironically, because you get the most out of horror if it freaks you out. If you don't get scared by it, then you're getting a reduced experience of the genre. Also, horror games, I tend to find scarier than, like, horror movies, you know? Because being in control of it just makes it... It removes a layer of removal, you know? It adds immersion, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because you're in control. You have direct influence on the events that are happening. Oh my god, do I have to do another bridge battle? Oh no. Oh no, okay. Oh boy. Here he is. Shall we do a prediction, folks? There we go. Prediction is live. Yep. Gamble those channel points, folks. That's the only way you're going to get to the 1,000,000 channel point reward. I do like this mission overall. I just didn't... I'm seeing those numbers on y'all voting yes. Okay. Alright, I see it. Now I've got extra motivation to do it. Are you guys just going to gamble all your channel points on this, knowing how it went last time? What? No, I didn't want to get off the horse. Okay. There we go. Okay. It's time to duel, as they say. Conceptually, I really like these fights. Oh, is this a bridge I can't fall off of? Because of the raised sides? Is that what's happening here? Are you guys going to lose all your channel points because I can't even fall off the bridge? We'll find out. I missed. But it didn't fall off the bridge. Rest in peace, channel points. Just gonna end that prediction. I think what happens now is you guys lose all your channel points. Womp womp. You tried. It was a fair guess. The notification it's giving me is that nobody thought it would happen. Still, even further away from the 1,000,000 channel points reward. Working on that Larry Facepalm emote? Excellent. Discord me payment information for it. Because I'm not just going to ask you to make art for the channel for free, you know? That is not... I should probably pay attention to the person I'm supposed to be escorting, huh? I was like, hee, go fast! Oh, this is a pain to control. Stop. No. Come on, guys. I am hitting none of these folks. Gale Boomerang, okay. Where's the cart? There it is. It's casting a bunch of light because it's very on fire. Okay, okay, we're fine. More bets to be done? Alright, yeah. I think we're going to do some channel point bets for community game night on Thursday with Mario Kart and Smash Bros. You guys can gamble on the outcomes. Larry is unironically an excellent character design that I feel like fits in very well to the themes of Pokemon as a series. Because he is, more than like any other gym leader or character in the franchise we've seen, just some guy. And that's cool, because he still loves Pokemon, you know? Okay, I've hit one shot so far. Go. Yeah, Frozen Otaku, you'll have to play Mario Kart with us on Thursday. You don't need as good of an internet connection as you do for Smash to play that online. And I think oh my god. There's so... Get out of here! There's so many guys! First hit. Yeah, Thursday we'll be going live at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And for all you folks who are up in Alaska, that'll be 4 p.m. for you guys. And because it's not the Monster Hunter release date, and also after what happened on stream yesterday with Monster Hunter, I'm taking a little break from that game. That was kind of infuriating. So we're trying to spend more time playing those games. Also, something I wanted to ask, because I know some people have been having issues with it. Are you guys able to see stuff in the Discord? I am still new to getting a big server like this set up with moderations and rules and stuff. And I know people have had issues viewing posts, especially in the stream announcements channel. We'll be going for a while, so you can just feel free to hop in and join us whenever, you know? Thursdays and Wednesdays are our long stream nights. Alright, I will see if I can fix that. The rules channel has to be manually edited by a moderator, so I will make sure somebody gets you the server member role. I'm going to spend some time tomorrow afternoon just fixing the Discord server before we go live for Wario Wednesday. Yeah, I might have too much moderation on there right now. Yeah, no, I just don't know how to set up. Why aren't you coming this way? What's going on here? Yeah, I will take a look at all that stuff on Discord on Wednesday. I don't use the app super often, so I need to get that figured out. Oh, wait. Send it to me on Discord. I'll take a look. I currently have 5 channel emote slots open. I'll get more once the channel grows bigger, we get more subscribers and stuff. That's actually the metric Twitch uses to unlock more emote slots for a channel, is how many subs they have. I will take a look at it in our DMs when I am done with this section, which I'm hoping is soon. Thank you. Yes, take the turn off. That's all I've wanted you to do this entire time. Almost there. Go, bow, arrow. Link does not have the highest accuracy stat, even with targeting. Yeah, I will at the very least show it off on stream. If y'all want to do show and tell, we can absolutely do some of that tonight. We will probably do that segment tonight once I hit the Lake Bed Temple. Like I said, it's going to be a longer stream than usual tonight because I committed to finishing Lake Bed Temple, no matter how long that takes. Alright, I'll unlock this, and then I'll take care of the enemies. Also, how do you guys like the graphics I've made for the stream, like the BRB screen? This one. Cool. I'm still learning how to use all that image editing stuff. My co-host, when I was just doing this as a Let's Play channel on YouTube a while ago, like years, is the one who made the current PolarbitsGaming logo. So I'm trying to recreate his style because he doesn't have access to Photoshop currently. We're working on getting it back for him. and he might be helping me edit VODs at some point, but I feel like for my limited knowledge of the software, it's not terrible. It's cool. Ha! Ha ha ha! Okay. Yeah. Sure. This game really does have a good story, though. Compared to certain other ones. Y'all know what I mean. Oh, yeah. It's not my favorite narrative in the series, but it's definitely at least top 5. Favorite narrative is either Majora's Mask or Skyward Sword. But Majora's Mask is probably my favorite video game ever, so little bias towards it. Nothing wrong with being biased towards C. Yeah, you get it. If a Zelda game were to ever have a bad story, it would send you into tears. Yeah. Yeah. That's just, yeah. All right, and we do have an ad break coming up in a couple minutes here, just as a forewarning. I'm gonna use that time to get some more water and maybe a small snack. I also really like the remix of the Serenade of Water. Is that what it's called from Ocarina of Time? You'd release a deep breath into the wild. Serenade of Water, cool. I almost had to revoke my own Zelda fan badge there, but I didn't. Also, the soundtrack for the Wild era is not great. There are good tracks, like Cass's theme, but I miss a proper soundtrack existing, you know? Yeah, it's not a bad soundtrack. I just prefer the older soundtracks. Sound design is good. Music is not. All right, and the ad break will be starting in about 10 seconds. I'm going to go on a BRB, and then on to the Lake Bed Temple. See you guys shortly. And we're back. Hello. Set up a new channel prediction for all you gambling gamers out there. This one will be running for a while, so you don't have to vote right away. I gave it the maximum voting time, which is 30 minutes. I also didn't know that the Zelda 1 dungeon theme was in the shrines. I should get water bombs, probably. Yep, I knew the Death Mountain theme was there. I thought that was cool, too. But the biggest thing I gotta say about the Wild Era soundtracks compared to more classic soundtracks is I don't really ever find myself humming the songs from Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. The only time Nintendo acknowledges Zelda 2 is in Smash Brothers for some reason. I say it for some reason, but I don't really like that game either. And I get water bombs. Yes, I can. Cool. Bomb buyback counter. This feels a little unnecessary. Could you imagine how frustrating it would be for this section if he didn't let you sell off your bombs if your wallet would not be able to hold the rupees he'd give you for them? Alright, is there anything else I can buy to get rid of some rupees? Time for the Mallow Mart. Yeah, I will admit that I didn't want to take the time to get into Zelda 2 and its combat. I have more than enough games to be playing through as it is. My backlog continues to grow bigger. Meanwhile, I'm spending hours a night playing Twilight Princess for real. Not that I'm complaining because this game rocks. But I have games I enjoy that I haven't finished yet. Metaphor ReFantasio is a really good RPG, and I need to get to the end of it. I'm so close. I lost to a boss at one point and rage quit for a while. But I'll get back into it at some point. Probably not on stream. It would not make great content as like a narrative turn-based RPG. Yeah, Legends Arceus is very worth finishing. I've been playing through Pokemon Platinum on my own time. That's the big game I've been playing for me, and I really like it. It's my second experience with Sinnoh after BDSP, which were not great. Okay, I need haunts. There's the haunts. Hold on. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, Legends Arceus is genuinely my favorite Pokemon game. Oh, there's probably treasure in there I want to get. This will hurt you guys who voted that it won't take more time, but I want to go get treasure in Kakariko Village real quick. I think there's a piece of heart now that I have water bombs. So I'm going to get that real quick. And then I'll go on to Lake Bed Temple. After I stop by Castletown. See if I can spend some more rupees. I'm progressing. I actually do think I can get the first wallet upgrade from Agatha, the bug lady, and I would like to do that. And then Lake Bed Temple. We're getting there. Chicken. Animal violence. I like games that I can get sidetracked in because it means I'm invested. If I'm just going through a game doing the main stuff I need to beat it, then it's probably not a game I love. Chicken mode activated. I like that Twilight Princess does a twist on what happens if you attack a cuckoo. Here's the treasure. Yeah, exactly. There are a lot of games that I feel like are defined by their side content. Like Majora's Mask. That game would not be a 10 out of 10 if it did not have all the side quests and stuff that it does. Wow, more rupees. I can actually hold them at least. Alright, hold on, hold on. Cannot invert swimming, apparently. Alright. I think Tears of the Kingdom was way too derivative of Breath of the Wild to truly be good. Bacon and eggs? Nice! I am a breakfast food lover. I'm gonna do a breakfast-themed poll in the chat real quick. Hold on. There we go. There's a poll for you guys. Curious to see what y'all think. Tears of the Kingdom was simultaneously too ambitious and not ambitious enough. I love grave robbing. Wow, just flowers. Lame. Aha, yeah, disrespecting the dead. Woo! Bacon grease, yeah. That is an efficient way to do it. Alright. Treasure. The Great Plateau is one of the best tutorials in a video game. And we're already back to this. Okay. Yeah, the sky was such a disappointment. As a Skyward Sword enjoyer myself, I did not love what they did with it in Tears of the Kingdom. And like hearing in interviews that it was originally way more densely packed and they decided to cut it down. What's up with that? Honestly, also with how underutilized the depths were, they should have just had the sky be the only new area and really worked on it, like sky dungeons and stuff. And also, there's nothing to really do on the Great Sky Island after the tutorial. The game is genuinely all downhill from there, and that sucks. No, not quite. The approach to the Wind Temple is good. And I think it's the most I felt like I was playing as Zelda in that entire game. All right, Lakebed Temple, here we go. Clearing it tonight. And the boss. And honestly, if people are still sticking around and I'm not insanely tired, I might keep playing a little bit after that too. Because the segment after it is pretty cool. Soul Reaver? Yes, I have actually. I am a video game enjoyer through and through. Alright, water bomb here. Oh, this is a hot take. I don't love the Ocarina of Time Forest Temple. It's actually probably my least favorite part of replaying Ocarina of Time. I have weird Zelda takes. Like, I like the Water Temple, too. Atmospheric-wise, Forest Temple is great. Dungeon-wise, I don't know why. I just don't really care for it. I've heard good things about Legacy of Kain, yeah. Fuck the Wall Masters, exactly. Also good to see you, King of Twilight. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Wall Masters are always annoying. But they're at their worst in Link to the Past, where you can't kill them off for an extended period of time. Forest Temple has good music, too. It is just level design that I do not like with it. Maybe I'm a bad gamer, but I find it way easier to get stuck in Forest Temple than I do in Water Temple. Also, as a kid playing through Ocarina of Time, I did not really... Ooh, waffles won. Cool. I like French toast, personally. That is my go-to. But they're all good. Breakfast food in general is good. Alright. Bomb arrow combo time. Then, I don't know if that... Hello? Okay. I feel like it would make more sense to hit those at, like, the most thin point of connection to the ceiling to knock them down, but whatever. Cool. I will take a look at it in just a little bit. Pancakes, yeah, they are definitely the easiest to make out of all those. That is a good point in favor of pancakes. Also, I did intend to stop by Castletown and get a bigger wallet or spend some rupees or something, but I didn't realize that that was a shortcut from the graveyard to Lake Hylia, so we're just doing Lake Bed Temple now. I think my favorite Ocarina of Time dungeon is probably Shadow Temple. Spirit Temple's cool too, although I wish more dungeons had used the switching between child and adult Link mechanic. Like any other dungeons, really. Steak is a good breakfast. Steak and eggs, yeah. I like the vibes Shadow Temple a lot. I like when Zelda gets creepy. And just weird, you know? Like the aliens in Majora's Mask. That's cool stuff to me. Pharaoh's Wind is useful. I need to remember to use the equivalent in this game, Uku. Like, despite loving its design, I just forget to use it whenever I'm ending a streaming session in the middle of a dungeon and have to walk all the way back to where I was. Monster Hunter food looks so good! When Dane and I were playing through that together a few days ago, we were in awe at the visuals on the food that they were eating. Another game, I've mentioned this before, with really good food designs is Final Fantasy 15. Which, like, sure, not the best Final Fantasy by a long shot, but the food I want to eat that food. I want it in my belly. There's the switch I can pull down. I swap the stairs over to me. The Zora's Sapphire. Wow, fake fan, maybe? I think that's kind of how I feel about Forest Temple, associating with frustration. My favorite of the spiritual stones is... Guys, it's Uku time. Woo! I like the Kokiri Emerald a lot. Especially the way it looked on the Nintendo 64 with like the color scheme and the weird transparent effect. where am I going now? Over here, I think? Yeah, should be through this door. It's okay, I forgive you for being a fake fan. You're at least Tears of the Kingdom hater, so you're somewhat redeemed from that. I like Bongo Bongo, too. I'm sure, like, from a design perspective, it's just kind of reusing a motif. But I find it very interesting that the Majora's Mask aliens use the same kind of da-da-da-da-da-da theme in their fight as Bongo Bongo plays on his drums. Like, especially as a kid, like in middle school, you know? I was like, but what if they're connected? Here? Nope. Seems as though I'm already lost. That was very fast. Yeah. No, Shadow Temple and, by association, the Well, do add a lot to the lore of Zelda, with, like, the Sheikah and stuff, too. Also, like, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom had the Sheikah, and didn't really expound upon their lore. Another reason I'm a hater. As someone who's admittedly probably way too into Zelda lore, it bummed me out. Okay. No longer lost. I'm not even gonna try to fight that thing. I don't need to do it right now. Demon King? Secret Stone? You mean that's not enough lore for you? You're not satisfied by that? Nintendo worked very hard to give us that deeply gripping narrative in Tears of the Kingdom. You should be more respectful of their design choices. There we go. I love the way the Tektites stand on the water and then kind of slide around on it when they land in this game. It's a really cool, just attention to detail. They got irritated in your replies for just tweeting, Demon King? Imagine how people with taste felt seeing the excuse for a story in Tears of the Kingdom. I don't love it. There we go. Fraser. It's gonna be rupees. Oh, cool. Okay. Actually, somewhat useful. Okay, where to next? Got the key. Should be able to use it somewhere. That is how these games work. Ganondorf's... I like Ganondorf's design in Tears of the Kingdom. It's there are things the game did that was cool, but the bad heavily outweighs the good in my opinion. But Ganondorf's design is one of the good for sure. Everything else about him, bad, but design-wise, cool. Ganondorf is, in my opinion, one of the best antagonists in Nintendo history. Except for what they did with him in Tears of the Kingdom. I loved the fact that up until then, in the overarching Zelda plotline, Ganondorf was just the same guy, you know? Link and Zelda were reincarnations of their past selves in other games, but Ganondorf was the same guy every single time. Because the Triforce of Power just refuses to let him die. And that's cool. You know? So it sucks in Tears of the Kingdom, and is another reason it feels essentially non-canon to me. That it's just a brand new Ganondorf with no real connection to the previous one besides being born to the Gerudo. Like, what's up with that? No, the Blessing Shrines sucked. I didn't even like them in Tears of the Kingdom, or in Breath of the Wild. But there were a few that were at least, like, reasonable, like Eventide Island. But Tears of the Kingdom felt like you get to a place, yeah, here's a blessing, whatever. It's dumb. It's bad. It's bad game design. Which is, unfortunately, just kind of a common thread for the game. Rupees, probably? Oh, no, okay, that's actually helpful. What to do now? I used my... Okay, is that up there? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Also, another Tears of the Kingdom complaint, because they kind of never end with me, right? Is every little action playing the puzzle solve jingle, like do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Like you walk through a door that you didn't have to put forth any effort to open, puzzle solve jingle. There's no puzzles there. That's not a puzzle. You just walk through a door. I mean, okay, so it did just happen here in Breath of the Wild, or in Twilight Princess, but that doesn't mean I like it. Oops. Yeah, Wind Waker Ganondorf is so cool. He's just genuinely a very well-written villain. Same with Ocarina. I like the fact that his motivations stemmed from, like, being part of the Gerudo tribe, you know? And then he got corrupted by lust for power. That's cool. That's good writing. Whereas, like, Ganondorf Tears of the Kingdom has no real motivations to do the evil things he does. And instead of giving him any kind of character, they just give him a really funny, just like, face during that cutscene. It's dumb. It's bad. It's bad design. Tears of the Kingdom, anything that's a puzzle? Yeah. However, in Tears of the Kingdom, nothing is a puzzle. Yeah. Even in Twilight Princess, where he's barely in, he's still interesting. I don't really agree with the complaints that Zant should have stayed the main villain. I like the way they use Ganondorf in this game a lot. Spoilers, by the way. I think Zant being ultimately second fiddle to Ganondorf and his machinations makes sense as an ending for his character arc in the game. Like, he wants so badly to accumulate power and be like the Usurper King, right? But he is ultimately just not capable of it, you know? He's just behind Ganondorf, you know? Or Ganondorf is behind everything he does. Yeah, Calamity Ganon was more interesting. Like, I like Breath of the Wild. It's a really good video game, even if it's not what I want from Zelda. it's at least a good game with cool ideas, and I like the kind of callback to design philosophies from Zelda 1. That ties in to what you were saying earlier about how Tears of the Kingdom tries to emulate Breath of the Wild without understanding why it was good, which is sad. Exactly, yeah. Like when he was swearing fealty to the King of Hyrule as young Link in Ocarina of Time. Super interesting, super cool character. And it really bums me out what they did with him in Tears of the Kingdom. I was so excited seeing trailers with Ganondorf in them. I was so hyped for Tears of the Kingdom, especially because, again, Ganondorf, as you guys have said, has consistently been a very well-written villain. And it sucks. It straight up sucks that they took that away and just were like, yeah, this is just a different guy now. Whatever. Not even Matt Mercer's voice acting could save Ganondorf. And I think that, by itself, speaks volumes about how bad he was written. I think it really pisses me off seeing just the weird smile. It doesn't make any sense. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That face he makes in Tears of the Kingdom. It's just stupid. Like, what? Is the implication that he's evil for fun or whatever now? That's just not Ganondorf. That's some guy calling himself Ganondorf and not actually being what the character is supposed to be. And it's a shame too, because visually, that's a good Ganondorf design, you know? Smile's the only thing he even does in that game? Yeah. Pretty much. And I think the handling of Ganondorf just ties in a lot to the other issues I have with the game. All right. Time for water slide. I like this part. This is fun. Yeah. The best Zelda on Switch is Skyward Sword HD. Just gonna throw that out there. The Link's Awakening remake was fun too. And Crypt of the Necrodancer, Cadence of Hyrule was really cool. I think it's kind of a bummer Nintendo hasn't done more indie game collabs like that, actually. Considering how well that one was received. Yeah, no, I really like Skyward Sword, and I might be leaning towards that for the next Zelda we do here on Polar Bits. Because I just kind of want to replay it, you know? The next long-form single-player game will probably be Pokemon Legends Arceus. I am talking with Dane. We're working on figuring out more content to do for the channel. We're thinking about a Deltarune Chapters 1 and 2 playthrough before Chapters 3 and 4 come out, where Dane and I do all the character voices, too. I don't know if you guys are, like, Deltarune enjoyers, but it's a good game. Alright, what am I missing in this room now? I should go back this way. Skyward Sword also has consistently awesome dungeon design. Ancient Cistern is my favorite Zelda dungeon. Also, a good Zelda dungeon should make you think about, like, the lore implications of how it fits in the world. That's what the very best ones do. Like the Goron Mines, you know? That is a dungeon that just fits in very well with the theming of the world up to that point in this game. Lore-wise, Lake Bed Temple is kind of weak, but it's not bad, necessarily. It's just a dungeon, you know? still a fun dungeon, at least. Which is also not something I could say about Tears of the Kingdom's dungeons. On the other hand, the Wind Temple lead-up was cool because of the fact that it had lore going on in it in Tears of the Kingdom. Also, like, all the hinting at and teasing of the Zonai in Breath of the Wild, only for there to be, like, 2 Zonai that don't really fit what they talked about for the Zonai in Tears of the Kingdom, was very disappointing as a Zelda lore enjoyer. I think the biggest thing that disappoints me about Tears of the Kingdom, though, is, like, the stuff Aonuma has said about it, about he doesn't understand why people would want the old style of Zelda back. And it sucks, because this Zelda has been, for a very long time, probably my favorite video game series. And, yeah, it's a disappointment to me that I probably won't get to experience a new Zelda like these ones ever again. I've just got the time frame of Ocarina of Time through Skyward Sword that I can replay a bunch of times, but they've explicitly said they're not going to go back to that gameplay style. And that is a bummer to me, you know? Yeah. Echoes of Wisdom, I just didn't finish. I did not care about it the way I wanted to. I live down in the Seattle area currently, so I got to go to the Penny Arcade Expo and play a demo of it. And it had promise. I liked the demo more than I was expecting to. I had initially planned to not even buy the game at first, actually. And I did buy it, because the demo impressed me, but it petered off after the first couple dungeons, and went back to being just more Tears of the Kingdom style garbage. It's my least favorite thing about Nintendo's when they do that to a game series. Like, Yoshi also is another series that had that happen. My first video game was Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo, which is a really well done platformer with an excellent soundtrack by Koji Kondo. And then Yoshi's Story for the Nintendo 64 decided to take Yoshi in the direction of Baby's first platformer to an even stronger degree than Kirby, which at least has challenge to it, and also made the soundtracks just, they make one motif and repeat that for every other track. Echoes of Wisdom is better than Tears of the Kingdom, but I can't see myself ever picking to play those 2 games over other Zeldas. Like, I'd replay Breath of the Wild. I've considered doing it on stream also at some point, you know? But Tears of the Kingdom, I'm probably never going back to. I didn't even bother finishing all the shrines. Like, Breath of the Wild, I put, I think, close to 1,000 hours in it. Whereas Tears of the Kingdom, once the credit rolls, I tried picking it up like once or twice after, but I never really got back into it. Okay, I need to check my map. I've been wandering around in a circle for several minutes now. Okay, cool. I know where to go. Kinda. Yeah, if you have to force yourself to not be negative about a game, I feel like that means you probably just have a negative opinion of a game. And again, that's a bummer. Alright, so I got that water wheel spinning in this room here, which will give me access to a new door. Yeah, right there, okay. I think this room up here is going to be where I get the claw shot. There we go. Yeah, if you interact with a piece of media and you can't find anything to say that is a negative, that probably means you feel negatively about it. Just a observation of mine there. One of the biggest changes I have made with how I interact with games is I refuse to force myself to play through a game I don't like. It's just not good for anyone. There are so many good video games out there that no one should spend their time playing a game they don't like. Just out of like a sense of obligation to finish it. That's not a good way to approach it, and that will burn you out on gaming as a hobby too. Like I said earlier, we play these games to be fun, to have fun, right? Like, I have mentioned I think about streaming as like a job because that's how I should treat it, you know? I have to be professional here. I have to stay entertaining for the people who want to spend their time watching me play games. But like, I also have a lot of fun doing this. I'm getting to play Zelda Twilight Princess and rant about how much I don't like Tears of the Kingdom, you know? That's pretty cool. And if I was not having fun with the game, you guys would probably be having less fun watching it. You know what I'm saying? I was genuinely like super hyped for the release of Tears of the Kingdom. I even like sold my base model Switch to get the OLED special edition. That's what I have for my Switch. And like, it's a good looking Switch at least, but it kind of bums me out thinking about that it's just a Tears of the Kingdom thing again. It's wild to me also that like my other favorite game series is probably Pokemon. That arguably Pokemon has had much more controversial entries than Zelda, especially in the Switch era. But I find myself just looking forward to Pokemon games more. So you say you might have turned your brother off from playing it completely and you feel bad, but if you guys have similar tastes in games, hearing you talk about not liking it was probably just a sign for him that he wouldn't like it and could save his time by not even bothering to play it. That's how I would treat it. At the very least. Like Kelsey, my best friend and one of my previous PolarbitsGaming co-hosts. We have very similar tastes in games. And there are games that I've heard him talk negatively about. And I knew I could just avoid playing them because I probably wouldn't like them. Ooh, here we go. Mini boss time. Let's get this claw shot. I like when Zelda games do that. You have to look around the room and then you see the boss hanging out on the ceiling. Yeah, I liked Scarlet and Violet. I thought they were good games. Definitely unacceptably, like, buggy. Especially, like, graphically when they launched. But I had more fun with Scarlet Violet than I did Tears of the Kingdom. I still play Scarlet Violet sometimes, you know? I'll just boot it up, mess around in the world, go explore, see if I can find any shiny Pokemon, you know? Work on completing my Pokedex a little bit extra. Scarlet Violet had a really good narrative, yeah. I think best narrative in a mainline game since probably Black and White. ORAS was good too, and Sun and Moon had its moments. Legend Arceus I also really enjoyed the narrative of. Especially from a lore and world building perspective for the series of Pokemon. It did a lot of really interesting stuff. Answered questions, but also raised more. Yeah. Also, the AI Professor battle, spoilers, I guess, sorry. You guys haven't played it, but the final battle of the main story campaign was really good. Also, I like the DLC campaign narrative, too. I think that might be something that gets played on stream, because Dane just, actually like a week ago, finished the campaign of Scarlet Violet for the first time, and he wants to play the DLC. So that could be a fun thing that we do on stream. I could join him multiplayer and just kind of hang out in the same world as him. You guys would see my character running around and stuff. So we might do that at some point for the show. Team Star was cool. There are people who will complain about, like, teams not being explicitly evil anymore, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Because the sort of antagonist was really cool and a good twist for Scarlet and Violet. And Team Star was also narratively interesting. Yeah, definitely. I also don't think mainline Pokemon necessarily has the guts to pull off showing something like that on screen. I don't need rupees, I want like 1 heart. Yeah, Team Yellow was an obstacle, and kind of, I think it was a fun way of poking fun at like British soccer fans. But I also am a Sword and Shield enjoyer. I think Hop is one of the better written rival characters in the series. And I like the fact that he legitimately just has an arc. Like, he wants so badly to be the main character, effectively, and he has to come to terms with the fact that he's not. And he's not going to be the champion. And he's not going to live up to what he thought he wanted to be. And he's got to re-examine how he approaches being a Pokemon trainer. I think that's really cool. Hop is a good character. I'm a Hop defender. People try to say, oh, he's just How again, but no, Hop is really interesting. He takes his losses really personally, and I think that's a cool way to do a Pokemon rival. Hop was indeed goated, yeah. It was a fun way of doing a twist on the friend-rival character thing they've been doing for a while. And I think it worked out pretty well. Penny was cool. Admittedly, I feel like out of the 3 friends in Scarlet Violet, she was definitely the most underutilized because of the fact that we don't really get to see the true side of her personality until the end of the Team Star arc. Not to say that she's bad, though, because she's not. She's cool. Arven is definitely, to me, the most interesting of the rival characters, though. But, like, they were all good. And fun, like, designs, too. I think Nimona was very funny, and I appreciate that about a character, too. Yeah, I am straight up an extrovert, as you know. I feel like you have to be a streamer like this, too. Like, I am spending 3 to 4 hours a day playing games and talking with people about the games that I'm playing, which is pretty awesome. But also, I don't think I could do it if I were an introvert. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like for a lot of introverts, being the center of attention is kind of hell, right? Okay, got those guys killed at least. What do I do now? Is there anything over here? Let's find out. I'm gonna leap before I look and hope it works out. Cool, it worked out. Yep, that's what I would imagine to be the case. As an extrovert, I have a lot of introvert friends. You know, the whole trope of an extrovert adopting an introvert is a trope for a reason. But they've all been like, yeah, no, I don't think I'd enjoy doing what you're doing right now. And knowing what introverts need as people, that makes sense, you know? But I need human interaction on various levels or I get depressed. I've had that happen to me before, and it's not fun. In fact, like, doing this streaming stuff has been really good for me for that reason, you know? It feels gratifying that there are people who want to spend their time watching me play a video game and listen to me yap about whatever, you know? Like, I just bagged on Tears of the Kingdom for like an hour, and you guys were into it. Yeah, no, everybody needs human interaction, but introverts, from what I understand, get tired out very quickly from it, whereas extroverts, we draw our energy from having the human interaction, you know? But yeah, no, everybody needs human interaction. It's just hard-coded into being a human, you know? That's why humans have always been community-driven animals. Okay, I need bombs here. And that's, I think, a big part of why Twitch streamers really took off when COVID hit. Because everybody was stuck at home, a lot of people alone, or in not necessarily good living situations, and it was a way to have a kind of community. And obviously we're not in the peak of, like, a lockdown right now, but a sense of community is a thing I've tried to work and foster for PolarbitsGaming, you know? That's why we do stuff like regular game night, where you guys can come and play video games as a group. We can play Smash, Mario Kart. It's good. I really like it. And I'm glad that you guys seem... Oh, shit. I didn't actually know bombs could explode while I had my bow drawn. It seems like a thing people have been enjoying about the Twitch channel as well so far, too, you know? Looking at my analytics and metrics as a streamer, the best days so far have been the Jackbox night and Mario Kart last week. When it was just people hanging out and having a good time online. And that's nice to see, you know? Alright, we have an ad break coming up. I'm going to pause, take a water break and all that stuff. I will see you guys in about 3 minutes. Hello. We're back. All right. And Frozen Otaku said, human interaction moderation like a cat, in all honesty. Yeah, that is funny to me because, like, I love cats. You guys have seen my cat. I show cat on stream regularly. But also, my personality is absolutely that of, like, a dog. Like a golden retriever, you know? Like, if you ask me to go do an activity, I will get so excited about it. Like, you want to go for a walk? I'm like, yeah, what? Huh? Yeah, go somewhere? Yeah. Some of y'all know that. I will threaten you with money. I will pay my artists. If you make something for this channel, especially like on a commission from me, you're gonna get paid for it whether you like it or not. That's just how it works. Sorry. Anyone who wants to spend their time making something to help me make this channel even better is going to get financially compensated. There's no two ways about it. That's the official Polar Bits policy. I'm excited to get to the point of this where I am making enough from like subs and ad revenue that I can hire an editor for my VODs, because I've been staying up way too late trying to get more content out to promote the streams on like YouTube and stuff. Last night, for example, I stayed up till almost 6 a.m. Editing yesterday's Monster Hunter stream into like a 20-minute video. And I was like falling asleep in my chair in front of my computer just editing by the end of it, and it did not turn out great, so I had to like redo a bunch of it today too. Which is probably just a sign I should have gone to bed, but whatever, right? Oh, I was looking at chat and not the enemy that attacked me. It is what it is. Oh, come on. Ah, shit. Okay, I'll kill that guy this time. Then I'll be able to claw shot across. The claw shot slash hook shot is such a fun Zelda item. Also, back to trashing on Tears of the Kingdom. I miss Zelda items, you know? I don't love that you just get all your abilities at the start of the game and that's it. But what about auto build? Auto build doesn't count. It's just a faster way of doing a thing you could already do. Oh my god. It feels like such a tiny window to actually lock onto this that is made harder by motion controls existing. There we go. Yeah. New drinking game, take a shot every time I miss a jump attack. And I'm just chasing after an enemy, mashing the A button. Don't actually do that, please, by the way. Yeah, that's true. The sages should have been added to your ability wheel, because the ability wheel is a really cool way to equip stuff. I like it in this game. That's neat, you know? Just setting what you have active at any given time. It's cool. It's a good way to do item management. I don't know why every Zelda game feels like it needs to reinvent the wheel with how you equip your items. Like, there have been things that have worked really well. Stick to those. Stop trying to do something new when what you have works. It didn't work in Ocarina of Time, you know, and it's okay to acknowledge that. But when you have something that works and like a few people online complain about it, Skyward Sword, you don't need to try to reinvent the wheel with it. People are always going to complain. No one's going to be satisfied. Look at me talking about Tears of the Kingdom, you know? A lot of people like that game. I get it. There are things to like in it. And what I look for in a game is not necessarily going to be like what you look for in a game, right? But okay, I can't say I don't think Nintendo should reinvent or should go back to what they were doing before just because of me, because obviously I want what I love from Zelda back. But they're a company, they're going to make money. Capitalism is as capitalism does, right? So, I don't know where I'm going with that. But I feel like I had a good point there for a second. People are never going to be satisfied. Don't sacrifice your art to try to please everyone, because you'll end up pleasing no one. How's that? Is that a point? It feels like something going on there. Oh, hold on. Gotta open this door, I guess? What? What did I miss? Oh, okay. There's this. That's fine. Yeah, and the Lake Bed Temple isn't even that confusing. And for those of you who did vote in the prediction for how long it would take, I am keeping track of that, don't worry. You will either get or you will lose your channel points by the time this is over. Games like Crash Team Racing or Dragon Ball Sparking have classic controls for a reason? Yeah. Also, Nintendo absolutely cares a little too much when it comes to Zelda feedback, and they care too little when it comes to other series feedback. Looking at you, Paper Mario. The fact that we even got a Thousand Year Door remake is still kind of shocking to me. When I think of Nintendo, I don't think of them listening to their fans. I do, however, think of them taking the very much the wrong lessons from stuff going forward and overcorrecting on criticism. Because Breath of the Wild, in a lot of ways, exactly, yeah. They added back in Vivian Trans, and they actually included it in the English translation this time, which is based. Especially in our current cultural political climate, the fact that they chose to double down on it and make it fully canon in the English version was surprisingly cool of them. We've come a long way from people getting mad at Nintendo for not having same-sex marriage and Tamagotchi life on the 3DS. And it's cool, you know? That said, Nintendo as a company has been very queer-friendly for like all of their history. Even like Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on the GameCube, the character Ike is very clearly written in a queer-coded sort of way, you know? In that series, characters have what are called paired endings usually, which is usually like they're married to a character. And the only one Ike has is with Soren. And they're very gay. That's just a fact. But also, in Japan, even if same-sex marriage was not legal, Nintendo as a company would still recognize employees who were in same-sex relationships and give them the same benefits they would give their employees, you know, who were in legally recognized straight marriages. And that's really cool of them as a company. I mean, Pokemon itself, outside of like people who interact with the series for like making money off reselling cards who suck anyway and should stay away from my fandom, the community is very queer and neurodivergent too. You know, especially if you are into competitive Pokemon. I play the TCG competitively. I have traveled out of state before to play in Pokemon card tournaments. I'm not saying I do well at them. I am pretty casual, but it's a very welcoming and inclusive community. And I think part of that is due to the theming that Nintendo and the Pokemon Company do with Pokemon, you know? Its entire philosophy from the beginning has been about human connection. Like, the entire reason they have 2 versions of every mainline game is for that reason, you know? And it's cool to see that reflected in the community of people who play the games. Yeah. No, gay rights, you know? All that stuff. Trans rights are human rights. That's the official stance of PolarbitsGaming. That will never, ever change. And if you have a problem with it, that's too bad. I don't care. Alright. I am kind of lost, too, though. Maybe? Is this what I'm doing? I'm gonna check the map. Yeah, cool, this is where I need to go. I think. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, no, people suck sometimes, and that's unfortunate. But that is not what kind of community this is, at least. And like I said, that will never, ever change, too. One of the goals I have for Polar Bits is community, too, because we do have one, you know? We have regular people who come in and join and chat in the streams, and we all interact and have a good time. I want it to be a community that nobody feels unsafe in, you know? It's very, very important to me, and I'll do whatever I can to keep this space feeling that way for people. I can't even hook onto the thing from here, can I? Go up here, maybe? I don't think this will get me where I need to go. I'm gonna try. I will find my destination eventually, or how to get over there. I'm in the right area, at the very least. That worked. I don't think that's how I was supposed to do that, but that was cool. Unintentional epic gamer moment, maybe? Nah, it was intentional, totally. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, I also like how you can go up and down with the claw shot. And spin. That's fun. Lowering into rooms Mission Impossible style, you know? That's fun. Cool. And this should be where I'm going, I think? Yeah. Yup. Definitely headed to the boss key right now. The thing I do not get about how people will interact with it is like, oh, I don't understand it. But, like, you don't have to necessarily understand it to respect it. There's no reason to ever just be rude to somebody just to be rude. It seems like a lot of people don't know that anymore, or forgotten that we should just be nice to other people. Even if there's nothing in it for us, be nice. It's not hard to be nice and respectful of other people, even if you don't understand their differences, you know? It's basic stuff. Like, I mean, in the Discord server, I know I've been having issues with message visibility, but the rules, you know? The first things I put up were don't be rude and no hate speech is like the two most important tenets of what I want to see behavior-wise from people in this community. It's not a big thing to ask either, you know? And thankfully, it hasn't been an issue. I also wonder kind of if part of it for some people is just a feeling of repression, you know? And not being able to, or feeling safe to really, or have the freedom to explore that part of their own identity, you know? It's something I've seen from people, you know, who have acted homophobic in the past. And then ended up being queer themselves later on in life. And it sucks that anyone would be made to feel that way. Because, like, again, even if you don't understand it, if someone isn't hurting anyone else, you don't even have to like it. Just be respectful of your other human beings. You're not some kind of, like, champion of justice for treating people with hate. You know? It costs nothing to be nice to other people. And also, even if it did, still worth it. I've been a not nice person in the past. Especially like in middle school when nobody is nice. But it's not the way for anybody to be. Okay, what am I doing in this room? Not wasting my bombs, hopefully. There we go, okay. Yeah, there we go. This is the Mission Impossible lowering thing I was talking about. Every group will have people who are not the best in it. That's just also true, you know? But that doesn't mean you should assume that everybody will be a bad person. It's okay to give people the benefit of the doubt. And I'm not saying, like, make yourself uncomfortable or put yourself in an unsafe situation because of that. But if you go into every interaction assuming the worst of other people, you're going to miss out on the chance to form genuine human connection. Yeah, that sucks. And if someone is not going to respect you as a person, then it's okay and even good to not continue to have them be part of their lives, you know? One of the people who's got to respect you is you yourself, and that means a lot of the times sticking up for yourself and making boundaries and removing toxic people from your life. Late night real talk with Polarbits is kind of fun, actually. And there are people who are not worth being friends with. Unfortunately, that is true. Just don't make a snap judgment about somebody before you have an interaction with them. Being an outsider is not easy, you know? For whatever reason, be it sexuality, gender identity, neurodivergence, you know? It sucks feeling like an outcast. And not feeling like you have people you can relate to. Like, one of the main things I've been saying tonight is community is so important. And people who don't have that are worse off for it. Yeah. No, self-respect is very important. And if someone won't put forth the time to do the basic stuff for getting to know you or understand you, then you don't owe them anything in return, you know? Dane is a genuinely good person, too. I know that having him in my life has made my life better. Because he's also a very respectful person, you know? He is someone that I would trust with anything and everything. Because, again, even if he doesn't necessarily understand something, he's still going to be kind to people. There's a reason he is the first, like, new real co-host of Polarbits I've had. since my buddy Kelsey, who was the original co-host, moved out of state a few years ago. Yeah, and that's another thing, actually. The internet has definitely made people feel way more comfortable being rude and awful to each other. I think anonymity is not a good thing necessarily. There can be times where it's good, but it seems like a lot of people get the chance to be anonymous and then just use it to be rude. And that is awful. I'm not saying share details of your personal life on the internet, but don't close yourself off from the chance to have a real human connection either. All right, Frozen Otaku, thank you for joining us for the stream. It's been nice having you, and I hope you have a good night. Will we see you tomorrow for Wario Wednesday? Yep, absolutely. And, like, people who are purposefully rude and nasty to other people tend to also genuinely be unhappier. Exactly. Because they are closing themselves off from the opportunity to have genuine human connection again. They're going to build up a wall by choosing to treat people poorly, and they're going to suffer for it, and that sucks. That's actually, this is like a weird tangent kind of, but that's a big part of how cults work, you know? They get people to see any people who aren't a part of the cult as an outsider, and they get people to avoid connections with them, and those people are then worse off for it. Uh-oh. Commentary might slow down for a second. Just as a forewarning, I gotta lock in, because this is a hard boss. I'll still be looking at chat, and I'll still be generally talking, but I also have to focus a little bit here. Look, man, talking about cults while battling Morpheal is peak internet content creation, right? I think cult psychology is actually a very interesting topic. Like, you say not to do it, but that's something I would chat about also on stream at some point, is cults and all that. I got yeeted. Okay. I do need to lock in for a second here, just so I get into the swimming around phase of this fight. I will respond to chat in just a minute, but I need to pay attention here. Okay, what am I doing? I need that eyeball. Come on. Don't grab me again, please. No, that's not what I want. Please don't. No, thank you. I don't think mashing gets me out of it faster, but I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, I can swim faster, can I? It took me a very long time to realize that the more you pressed A, the faster you would swim. I thought just holding it down. I do have currently 2 bottled fairies at least. So I've got revives if I do get KO'd this time. And I can go cut some grass, as is Zelda tradition. Yeah. Thank you for looking out, though. I do appreciate it. I should be okay. This is just... What? Oh, I can attack... Okay. I don't know why I didn't consider the fact that I could use my sword to attack the tentacles. That is going to make this a lot easier for me. Okay. Get over here. Yoink. Nope. Not fast enough. There we go. Oh, I just needed to hit it one more time. Challenge runs are cool. I definitely like the focus on just commentary and conversations, you know? And not doing challenge runs gives me more ability to interact with you guys here in chat, you know? And also, I like to think I can be pretty funny sometimes. 3 Heart Runs in Zelda are a lot of fun. I've only done them for Phantom Hourglass and Ocarina, but they are a good time. Okay. I think I can hookshot onto the eye, maybe? Or claw shot? You guys know what I mean. I like Metroid Fusion a lot. I also just generally really like Metroid. Okay. So I'll get closer by fast swimming, right? I could ask Minda for help, but I kind of want to figure it out myself. I've done Dread Energy Tankless, and that was hard. That was really hard, but Dread is also a really good game, and it was fun doing it that way. I could probably do Zero Mission. I have done some speedrun-ish stuff with Zero Mission. I think my best time is sub 2 hours. I think hour and 58 minutes, so barely sub 2 hours, but still sub 2 hours is not bad. Okay, I'll ask Minda for help. I give up. What do I do, Minda? Okay, yeah, no, I knew that. That's not helpful, Minda. It's just hard to catch up to this guy. There we go. There we go. Cool. Getting the opening of a boss and then having to physically move the Wii Remote to attack it is kind of satisfying. It feels more visceral than just pressing a button to attack. I will admit that I'm a filthy waggle controls enjoyer for Wii games. Back here. Want you to be dead. Want to remove that eyeball from your head. You gonna vary your attack patterns up? Or is this just easy now? Are there attack patterns? I don't think he's done anything to actually damage me since he started swimming. Dungeons of Infinity? I have not. I've heard of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity, but I don't think that's probably the same thing. Yeah, Metroid Zero Mission I had as a kid on GBA, so I probably played as much as you did Fusion, I'm willing to bet. Which is why I've done speedrun stuff for it. There we go. Morpheal down. Ooh, Link to the Past roguelike. That sounds really cool, actually. Also, I don't know if any of y'all who voted in the prediction are still here, but whoever voted that it would not take me more than 2 hours was correct. Took about an hour and a half. What's your favorite roguelike? I am personally partial to Enter the Gungeon myself. I have fully completed that game, like the secret 6th level, bullet hell and stuff. I like Hades a lot too. Returnal is also a really good one if you haven't played it. I think it's on PC now too. It was a PS5 exclusive for a while, but Returnal is excellent. Gungeon, nice. I see you've got good taste. What's your favorite Gungeon weapon? Mine is the Fight Saber. The bullet reflecting ability is definitely kind of overpowered. And we will probably be ending the stream sooner than later. We finished Lake Bed Temple. I've been going for over an hour and a half, and I'm a little tired. Hey, that's my mom. Hi, Mom. Thanks for saying hi in chat. Good to see you. Have a good night, and thank you for tuning in. It's been nice having you here. Shout out to my mom, by the way. She created some pretty cool kids, like me. Alright, heart container. And save. Thank you guys very much for joining me tonight. You're getting tired? I hope you sleep well. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, all the Gungeons are very useful. All right, have a good night, guys. We'll be going live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. for you guys in Alaska. And we'll be doing an entire playthrough of Wario Land 4 for the Game Boy Advance on stream. Adaptability for a roguelike is the most important skill to have, because no run is going to be the same. And if you can't adapt, you're not going to win. That's just how it is. Have a good night, everybody. Sleep well. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Later.